Shalom, family. I don't have that long. I don't have that long of a break, so I'm gonna try to do the best I can. I'm over here in this club, just seeing how these other brothers go into the scriptures. It's just hilarious, man. But first and foremost, man, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rakakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule the world through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word. And I want to give a mighty shalom to the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put in their spirit to endure. Shalom to the wives and the single sisters, Lord willing. You can continue to be believers of His word, continue to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife. Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brother and sister that's not in faith. Now, I had did a video on my other YouTube page, which is called Adar Gavar, but the YouTube video was called, it didn't upload yet, but it was Sirach chapter 2, verse 14. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get in there and finish off where I left off. So I'm going to just read the verse because that's what it says right there. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, because this is on my mind. I gotta get back to it again because it's still in my head. Right? This is Sirach chapter 2, and I'm gonna read verse 14. It says, "Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will ye do when Yahweh shall visit you?" Right? So destruction, doom to you that lost patience in this walk. And if we still in this walk, you don't want to lose patience. That's why you want to observe what your brothers is doing that's in front of you, right? Don't lose patience in this thing, right? Let me get the one verse that brothers always use. This is the patience of the saints. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. Here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of the Most High in the faith of Yahweh, right? So the best way to make sure that we're still in faith is to always build your faith, right? Faith come by reading the word, right? You can gain faith by hearing the word, right? You want to always play a part, in this walk of faith, man, right? That is your patience, right? Being occupied, right? And I'm really going to a lot of old scriptures that we always use because you don't want to lose your patience just because bills, health, right? The things that's going on in the news overseas or the city that you in, right? Don't let that take you away from staying hold on to your faith. This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. First, I'm going to start at 27. It says, "Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of Him that brought these things upon you." Right? Because it was Yahweh that brought them upon us. That's why it's good that we talk about these things. The Lord put us in this situation, right? Regardless if you don't believe it, we're in captivity, right? We're the bottom of the charts in everything that we do. Yes, we're the first fired and the last hired, right? Most of our women just look, most of y'all women is really just for a nut, right? Our men, you can't even count on men or women in our nation, right? It's because a lot of us is more attached to the world. And the ones that's trying to serve the Lord, a lot of us is seeking it for popularity. We're trying to be the best teacher instead of just flowing in the spirit. And I gotta rebuke that against myself, anybody around me, right? Because we don't want that energy. You don't want that proud, you the best spirit, man. You trying to be the best you, but this is not a competition towards another brother. We got to get in this thing about for edification. And if you're not a teacher, you should be feeding yourself as much as you can, right? It says, so it was the Most High that brought this upon us, for it is, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. Right. So if you got 5 minutes to spare, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you should give those minutes up to the Lord by seeking Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, right? Don't lose your patience, right? And this goes for me too. Like, and I know it's the littlest things. I could do videos, and on this phone, it will act up and cut off, and I get tight. And the next minute, just because I got mad, I don't even want to do a video, right? Uh, I want to leave work. But if I leave work and I'm not even thinking about a video, thinking about the Lord, thinking about gaining knowledge, what am I rushing to get out for? To relax? The next day, I'm gonna have to come back here again, right? If you got to be patient when it comes to this knowledge. People want to just get fat. I want to know all of it right away. It takes time because if you know all of it, can you endure teaching this over and over again, right? And I got to be patient because, like I said, I'm on Clubhouse and I'm hearing a whole bunch of people that don't agree on doctrine. And soon as a guy that looked like he white, people, oh, you're an Edomite. And you got to understand, like, you got to try people by the Spirit, right? I'm going to old scriptures for y'all, man. Right? While we in this thing, you want to always evaluate yourself, right? We got to grow in the Spirit, especially when it comes to teaching. You know, I had to I had to get rebuked by my own brothers. You know, I shouldn't be teaching that way towards people I don't even know. I didn't even ask the person, hey, what's your nationality? And hey, you're going in captivity, kiss my foot. You know, that's not the fruits of the spirit, man. This is First Samuel chapter 16, verse 7. It says, but Yahweh said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but Yahweh looketh on the heart, right? So while we having patience, especially for the men, right? You should be upgrading in your teaching, right? Upgrading in yourself because you're examining yourself. Because if you got to look at people for the inward part and not the outward part, what do you do for yourself? Examine yourself, right? So that you can know that you still fighting this thing of faith, right? Ephesians chapter 6, one of my one of my is one of these verses I always have on my as my go-to. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 17. It says, take the helmet of salvation in the sword of the spirit, which is the word of the most high. So this is going to help you stay patient. This is going to help you stay focused. Is your sword, man. Every last one of us, even our sisters they got their little dagger, right? And I know some of us might be having health problems. We might not feel good to read. Yo, you should be go on your little app and play. Let the scriptures play, or let a brother that's doing a lesson. If it's an hour long, let it play. And if you're not sleepy, you just relax, close your eyes, and hear the word. Because faith comes by hearing the word, and that can build your patience, right? And when I'm really talking about patience, is getting the kingdom and still doing the work of the Lord, still playing your role. Don't uh, um, don't try don't try to be extra, you know. And I gotta tell myself this too, just because I know I can dance, I can make people laugh. You know, I still hold the image of teaching, right? So, we got to still be firm. Like Jeremiah say, it's good to do music and, talk about the Lord, but that's not the ministry. You know, I could probably continue to do music, but I can get taken off of music. I can go back to music and it's fine. But getting taken off from doing the work of the Lord, oh, no, 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 no. You can't even take breaks off of this, let alone you gotta always jump back in this thing, is because it's gonna always be spirits that's gonna always test you, right? But this is Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, that ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? So why are you being patient? Work out your own Work out your own salvation in fear and trembling. We're all in here to work for that salvation, right? And this is a verse that I brought out in the other video and on my page at Dargabar. Especially as us as men, because you prepare for the worst. You have to know that eventually, us standing on this word on business, eventually we might have to suffer for this, man. The Lord has chosen us out of many, right? And the ones that really wake up and they spirit change and they're just straight edification, going into prophetic message, prophecies. You hear somebody go into a dream, you might put it on your video, record it, and then do a whole video on it, right? We have to edify the people, warn the people, get the people ready. This is Acts, the ninth chapter, and I'm going to start at verse 4 of 12. It says, and have seen a vision of a man named Ananias. This is Paul having a vision of Ananias, but it's Yahushua speaking of Ananias coming in and putting his hands on him that he might receive his sight. Then Ananias answered, Lord, I have heard by many of this man how much evil he hath done to thy saints at Jerusalem. And here he have authority from the chief priests to bid all that call on thy name. But Yahweh Shai said unto him, go thy way, for he is a chosen vessel unto me to bear my name before the Gentiles and kings and the children of Israel. For I will show him how great things he must suffer for my name's sake. Right? There's a lot of brothers that's trying to get in this popularity game. I'm the best teacher. But it's all you brothers that's getting in here for the wrong reason. The best merch, the best selling. I have the best wives or the best wife. I'm the legit teacher. I'm the legit Israelite. I'm the new Paul. But is you ready to suffer for the Lord? Right? It might come that your tongue might have to get cut out. You got to put it in your mind, because Romans 15:4, these things was written for your learning. Look how Esau is now. You don't think that he gonna try to press up on the men of the Lord for their belief, let alone that one prophetic message that John got to see in Revelation 13 chapter. Brothers is gonna keep talking about the mark of the beast, man, because it's going to happen. And brothers, don't lose your faith, right? Let's get this one, and I'm gonna close out. This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So you working on your patience now, you working on your faith now, is going to help you when that hour of temptation is, because we've been working on our patience for Yahweh, right? So as give your time to the Lord, right? Now, verse 11, it says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, right? You working on your patience is you seeking your crown. I got another one, right? Working on patience buildeth discipline, right? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 6, verse 17. For the very true beginning of her is the desire of discipline, and the care of discipline is love, right? So if you love to be in order, or if you love discipline, dropping down the verse 20, therefore the desire of wisdom bringeth to the kingdom. So the more we desire Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because Yahweh Shai is wisdom, the more we're getting towards the kingdom, right? That is your number priority, and that is your stability in life. Lord willing, this was edifying and straight to the point. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Gotta go back to work.